going on, everyone? This is Mitch with SC Weather. Hope y'all been having a great Wednesday. Hope y'all been preparing for this nasty ice storm about to move through for North Carolina and Virginia. Even a possible glaze here in parts of South Carolina. I'm not expecting any problems here in South Carolina, but this is a major winter storm. It's ongoing right now, and we're definitely going to talk about it here because this is going to be the potential for a really bad ice storm, a crippling ice storm in spots. I'm talking about anywhere from a half inch to potential for 3/4 of an inch of ice in sections of North Carolina and Virginia. So I really want to talk about the areas that we can expect to get the hardest hit as far as ice. We're really just talking about ice in this video because ice, freezing rain is probably the most dangerous winter weather you got out there. So we're going to break all that down. If you guys have not subscribed, I talk weather here on the East Coast. I'm located in South Carolina. I talk weather a lot on the Southeast, but I talk about all in the Eastern U.S. So definitely consider subscribing, liking the video, sharing it. Hit on the notification bells if you want to see more of my videos. My videos will get better in the future. And thank you all for tuning in. And let's break all this down because there's a lot to talk about. So to start this off, really, here's the storm right here, and hopefully it'll get into motion here. Here we go. So another winter storm slamming Mississippi, areas of Alabama, especially the northwestern area of Alabama, snowing and sleeting in areas like Nashville. This is the storm that's heading our way. So right now, you pretty much got a CAD setting up, a cold air damming. You got decently low dew points. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what's going to create this cold air damming event, this ice event. So you're going to learn a little bit in this video also and really understand why we're getting freezing rain instead of snow or sleet, really. But you got cold air damming setting up here. This moisture is going to override in this. It's going to cause a rapid evaporative cooling. And basically, you're going to get a wet bulb met. Wherever that wet bulb is probably around where your temperature is going to sit at. And in this area right in here, you probably can extend this more into Asheville too. You're going to get ice. So normally, back in the day, it seems like normally when you get this kind of look out west, that normally meant you had a snowstorm coming our way. But that's not what it means, it seems like, the last couple years. So here's the latest HRRR run. The HRRR model, it doesn't really get too respected. Sometimes it can really start the temperatures out too high, too low. I'm basically showing this because it's in range. It updates hourly, and it's a good model to look at to kind of get a view of the storm. Precipitation types is really what I'm talking about. But here it goes. This is for overnight tonight. It gets going in here. This is 5 o'clock in the morning. You're starting to get waves of heavy rain moving into South Carolina, Virginia. And here it comes. You got freezing rain breaking out in Boone. It's probably going to start off as a burst of sleet. You got sleet in Roanoke, Charlottesville, snow, probably starting off as snow there. And evaporative cooling is going to basically take shape here. And it's going to be widespread freezing rain breaking out into even maybe as far south as Charlotte. If there's going to be an area in the Charlotte area to Rock Hill, Greensville, it's going to be from between 5 to 8 a.m. And you're going to be right around 31, 32 degrees. It's going to be close. So here it comes. This is 7 a.m. You have freezing rain breaking out over. And it moves on out by the afternoon. And according to the HRRR, it really turns to rain. We get a little bit closer view here. We're getting into overnight. This is really around 2 a.m. This is when you get the precipitation in. Check out the 32-degree line starting to dip here. And really, one thing I want to watch, guys, is there's going to be storms. Even as just as far south as just only Columbia, South Carolina, points southward and east. There's actually a slight risk, and I'm not really talking about that much in this video, but there's actually a good chance of severe thunderstorms really in southern areas of Georgia and Florida. This is going to even channel and affect our moisture feed up here. So we're going to get heavy, this is going to be heavy sleet up here, heavy freezing rain. Will that impact somehow how the ice adds up? Not sure, but this is going to be heavy. I really think some areas it could be pouring down freezing rain at 30 degrees in the Triad of North Carolina, maybe as far south as Charlotte. This is going to be an interesting storm, very, very interesting. So we look at the latest HRRR model, and this is dew points. Dew points are a huge and pivotal factor when you're looking at winter weather. One thing I want to notice here is this is dew points for 7 a.m., so it's around 6:52. I meant for 7 p.m., so really in 8 minutes from this video. It has dew points in the low 30s, upper 20s, kind of in the triad. In the upstate of South Carolina has them in the 30s. But if you look at real-time data, and I'm going to look at the ambient weather site here. So I have the ambient weather site pulled up, and if you don't know what ambient weather is a brand name weather station. They make lightning detectors, soil moisture sensors, all kinds of things. That's actually what I have, is an ambient weather station on the roof of my house. So these are all ambient weather stations. So it's a cool thing to look at. They even have the Greensboro section. So I clicked on the Greensboro area right in here. Check out the dew points right here. Don't look at so much at temperatures. Temperatures are actually pretty low already, and that's because you don't really have cloud cover in this area. You can even tell where the clouds are down here, really where the on and off clouds are. Basically, when you have clouds, it limits radiational cooling. So where you have clear skies, it's cooling off faster. I don't know why we just lost our temperatures there, but it don't really matter here. But you look at the dew points here in the Greensboro area, they're in the 20s. They're in the low 20s. So basically you compare that with this, it's only having it around the dew points as a 32 right here in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees. So dew points are actually lower than what's being modeled on the HRRR model. What does that mean? Well, that means that it's drier, which means it can cause it can basically cool down the temperature more to create the wet bulb. So it makes your wet bulb temperature lower. What a wet bulb is basically how quick, where the temperature can drop to, and how much the atmosphere can saturate, and wherever that meets is basically going to be your wet bulb temperature. It's basically what your temperature is going to be. So in a nutshell. So basically that's something cool to look at, and I want to kind of compare the upstate too. If this one thing with this site, it's really slow. It lags, and my internet's really kind of basic. So if you have any kind of basic internet with this site, it just does not like you at all. But I want to click kind of like the Greensville area and things like that. So this is, as you can tell, you see Greensville right here. The dew point is 29. You're in the dew points in the mid to upper 20s. Well, you look at the HRRR model for the same time frame, and it has dew points initializing at 7 p.m. in the 30s. So it's, what I'm trying to get here is the air is drier than what models are really showing it to be. So basically, what you see here, this is the National Weather Service, how much ice they're predicting. Notice, down here in the upstate, maybe a glaze, that's about all you're going to get. I don't think you're going to get enough ice to cause any issues. But we're going to watch areas just south of Asheville where you kind of have more of an influence from the cold air damming, cold air getting trapped east of the eastern slopes of the mountains. Hendersonville, y'all could really be an isolated area to get hit hard by ice. But check out here as you get into the Triad of North Carolina, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, well over a half an inch. And guys, well over a quarter of an inch of ice. Guys, and a quarter inch of ice or higher is basically ice storm criteria. I mean, it's pretty much you're getting a big time ice storm. But look up here in Virginia, in the northern counties of North Carolina. Look this is the National Weather Service. These are the professionals. They're talking about upwards to almost an inch of ice accumulation just north of Danville. It's incredible. That is I don't like to use the word catastrophic, but that is a crippling ice storm that's going to cause major damage. There's a lot of people in this area right here that still are without power. A lot of people, actually. So that is a major deal. So this is kind of area I'm actually probably going to leave here soon, that I'm going to target to chase this ice storm and really see what it's all about. Up in this area, I might end up in Greensboro, might end up just across the border into North Carolina and Virginia. This is the area I'm going to watch, but we're going to break down the National Weather Service, each one, and really tell you what the professionals are saying. So winter storm warnings, as you can tell all through here. But look, it doesn't have any ice for Charlotte really anymore. Brevard, over a quarter of an inch of ice. Asheville, almost a quarter of an inch. Morganton, over a quarter inch. Statesville, you're getting close to a 30th of an inch of ice. That is just north of Charlotte, right up the road. Big deal. You look at the Raleigh here, and this might be a little old. I could not find the most updated Raleigh site. This might be it, but Greensboro, a half an inch of ice. That is a major ice storm. Roxboro, a 62 of an inch. just north of Raleigh, you're going to get a major ice storm. Power outages. I hope you guys are really ready. I really do, because this is going to be a big-time storm. We look at this is the craziest one. The National Weather Service in Blacksburg, Virginia. Look at this. Roanoke, you're going to get hit hard by ice, but it's more going to be sleet and snow. But look just south of you guys. Holy smokes. I mean, 3/4 of an inch down here near Danville and things. That is, man, that's rough. National Weather Service in Wakefield, which covers Richmond area. I mean, 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. I mean, geez. I mean, you look at, I don't know how you pronounce that, Louise, Virginia, 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of ice mixed with 3 to 4 inches of snow. I mean, holy cow. I mean, that is hit hard. Dude. But this is basically the map that I made. You notice in Greenville, Charlotte, you know, maybe a glaze, maybe to a 1/10 of an inch of ice, but honestly in that area now I'm really starting to think that models actually trended a tick warmer today. But I'm telling you, it really doesn't matter what models did today, honestly, because really in this case, and I'm sorry guys, about 30-45 seconds ago in this video my screen just blacked out on me, so that's why I was just sitting here trying to figure out what just happened. My computer just blacked out on me, so I couldn't see anything on the screen, but you guys might have saw me. So that's kind of what happened there. But Greensboro, a 40th to a 60th of an inch, anything could happen in that area. That could be a significant ice storm. Richmond, you know, area. Basically, if you know where you are on your map, that's good, because I tried to highlight the biggest cities on my map, but altogether, guys, this is just my opinion on so I just created this map, but this is going to be a significant ice storm. So, guys, definitely watch out there and be safe, and I'm going to try to get some decent footage and stay safe at the same time. But y'all stay safe out there, and thank y'all for tuning in.